How's it going, everyone? College Lefty. In this video, I will be unlocking 99 overall Willie Mays, 99 overall Pudge, and 99 overall Rogers Hornsby. I will be completing all of the live series collections, and I will be going on a 713K, maybe a little bit more of a spending spree. But nonetheless, I'm going to be spending a lot of stubs right now. I already put some orders in. I was able to sell Lou Gehrig for 450K. That's how I was able to get this amount of stubs, as well as selling the previous program card in Billy Wagner for a lot of stubs in 250K, and kind of just saving up. I was really trying to get this Willie Mays, and I think now, after looking at daddyleagues.com, they do have a website where you can kind of look at how much the collections would cost if you were to put buy orders in, and it does refresh every few minutes or so. So I will link that website down in the comment section down below. And I also use that website to determine what the individual pitches are like for each pitcher, if that makes sense. So the individual break, velocity, and control for each individual pitch for each pitcher is on that website as well. I'll have both of the links pinned in the comment section. But as you can see right here, I'm kind of going through some of the collections. I am working on some of the diamonds, purchasing some of the other cards that I don't have as well. But I'm going to be completely cheap about this. I don't want to spend any extra stubs. I don't know necessarily if I even have enough at this point, because as you can see, I am at 60K. I did go ahead and sell Lefty Grove just to make sure that I would have enough stubs. But I do have quite a bit of orders up, and I'm trying to buy all the diamonds that I need. At this point, I tried to show you guys how many collections I had done already. I think I had about 15 completed. Most of the lower tier collections that give you gold cards, I did go ahead and complete those in advance. So that's why I didn't buy every single card in this video. But I did want to kind of give you guys a glimpse of some strategies on what to do once you have collected some of these cards. As you can see, some of the golds and silver cards already say collected on them. And I'm going to be going into what to do with those cards after you've collected them, if you are planning on doing these live series collections. I personally did not think that I would get these done right away, but let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start locking these cards in. Now that all the orders went through, I kind of fast forwarded through a lot of the stuff. I didn't want to make this video too long, but I wanted to include as much information as possible. It may have looked like I went back into the race twice there, but I didn't have that silver card. I was waiting for the order to go through, and over time it did. Same thing with Mike Trout. I wasn't trying to buy really any of the high diamonds outright, unless I am like 1 or 2 cards away towards the very end. I may go ahead and do so. But once I collect all of these cards, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what I'm going to do with them and how I'm going to try and build my stubs back up to allow me to purchase the Bob Gibson and the Lou Gehrig off of the market from these from the 5th inning program. I mean, I did sell my Lou Gehrig. I really want that card. I didn't get a chance to use him before I sold him, but that was the only reason I didn't use him, was because I was the only one on the market at the time that had that card available to sell. I didn't have any competition in selling that card. And then if we take a look at the market, which I will be doing at the end of this video, we can see what those cards are going for now that the program has kind of reset the daily missions and all the stuff that I was previously talking about in my videos. But slowly but surely, I am getting this done. The Phillies are one team where I thought I had all the cards necessary, but then when I went to lock them in, I realized I only had like 25 or 28 players, something like that. So I went ahead and just purchased some of these cards off the market. I had to kind of clip some of this stuff out as well. But just like some of these silvers, I thought I already had purchased them or thought I already had collected them. So that's something that I like about this year's game, is how you don't have to necessarily lock in all the cards at one time. You can kind of just lock them in as you go. They stay locked into your inventory. So for example, some of these cards may already say locked in or collected, and they might be diamonds, they might be golds. I went ahead and collected them, and then I quick sold them, or depending on what their price was going for or how good they were, I exchanged them. And I'll be talking a little bit about that once I get all these collections done. I just want to go one step at a time. Here we are collecting the Brewers for that Jonathan Lucroy. I don't really know how many of these cards I'm going to use from these collections, because I mean, some of them are good, but with the cards that I have on my team already, I may try some of these new cards out in like viewer games or something like that. I may put together a team of some of these collection cards that I did recently pick up. But the only reason why I'm kind of doing this all at once was because I was able to complete that program. So here we go. We are locking in the very last card in Cody Bellinger. All live series cards are collected, and now I'm just going to be going into these individual programs and redeeming them. I got a little bit too carried away with myself. I just tried to immediately unlock Willie Mays. I was really excited, but I realized then I have to unlock each individual division, which gives you some XP and some stubs as well. So definitely something to keep in mind. If you haven't already collected this Willie Mays and all of these cards, there's a lot of good cards to be used out of this collections, but with all the new Signature Series cards and all of the content in the game, I don't really know how much I'm going to use these cards. But I did want to include that I was able to get them. I did want to mention that I might try them out in viewer games, and I was really excited to get this Pudge Rodriguez. I'll be moving my creative player to shortstop and kind of just moving some guys on my team around. Now I can maybe sell George Brett if I want to. I know he's one of my better hitters, so I'm probably not going to do that. But I have a new third baseman / second baseman / shortstop, but he's not really the best fielder, so I may go ahead and use him off the bench in Rogers Hornsby. But here we go. We got Willie Mays, the best all-around player in this game so far, and all it took was a couple programs. I mean, I did put a little bit of money into this game when the game first came out and during the stub sale, but it was money that I earned through making YouTube videos for you guys. It was money that you guys have donated or tipped me and showed support throughout the years I've been doing this. So I want to say thank you guys for allowing me to put a little bit of money in at the beginning of the year to try and get some content when I didn't have as much time to play the game. And then now that I have more time to play after graduating college, now I'm able to unlock this Willie Mays and pursue the rest of these collections without spending money by completing the program. So that was really cool. I think in total I spent about $60, and I just wanted to include that because I know some people are going to say, how much money did you spend on this? And it's not about that. I don't mind if people spend money on these collections. It's a video game. It's a hobby. I think if you spend, $500 on these cards and you play the game the entire year, then I definitely think it's worth it. I mean, people that don't want to put the time in and they just want to get the cards right away, more power to you. I was unable to do so, but I'm glad that I am unlocking these cards now. And that's the thing. I mean, a lot of people probably already have these collections done. But if you haven't yet, then I did want to include some of these tips. I mean, as I was going through this inventory, I recently pulled that Andrelton Simmons out of a pack, but I didn't know that I already locked him in, so I was able to just sell him on the market. It's really important to see what cards are no sell and what cards are sellable. Right now, I'm just going through all the gold cards and diamonds that I'm not going to really use. I mean, after collecting the cards, I'm not going to use these guys. I mean, what are the chances I use an 86 overall Altuve? Garrett Cole I've never used since like MLB The Show 16. Justin Verlander, I have the Signature Series version. I'll keep Bregman just because he kind of recently got an upgrade, but I did think about selling him. I mean, I'm not really going to use that Bregman card. I thought about quick selling Freddie Freeman. There's a few guys that I'm not going to quick sell, and those are like the high diamonds, right? Like 90s and above. I'm definitely not going to quick sell those, but you can really earn these 85 to 89 overall diamonds pretty easily. I mean, playing Battle Royale, playing events, if you're able to get 12 wins, if you're able to kind of get some golds and just quick sell them. I mean, a lot of the diamonds now are just going for pretty cheap anyway. I mean, some of those cards I just quick sold, I paid $10K for them, and then I sold them for $5K. So I'm only paying like $5K stubs for some of these diamonds, and I think it's going to be worth it in the long run because I do want to be able to have enough stubs to purchase the Lou Gehrig once he does drop in price. Same thing with that Bob Gibson. I really want to get that card. I did sell Lefty Grove, so I have Verlander back in the lineup. I'll be going over my team at the end of this video as well. But I thought about keeping Bryce Harper, but I figured since he keeps getting downgraded and he's close to going gold, I don't really know if they're going to downgrade the cover boy, but just to be safe, I am going to go ahead and quick sell him. I did not quick sell Jose Ramirez when he was a diamond before he got downgraded, so I don't want to make that mistake in keeping somebody that I could have gotten $5K for, and then they drop down to 1,000 stubs in being a gold. So there's just a little bit of strategy behind that. I am going to keep Yelich, and I think I'm also going to keep Hader just because he's a lefty. There's not that many lefties. I'm going to be keeping Chapman. I'm going to be even keeping this Andrew Miller card. I mean, I didn't even have Andrew Miller when he was a diamond. I pulled him out of a pack, but then I sold him. And that's the thing. I mean, some of these cards I pulled out of packs, like Edwin Diaz, Paul Goldschmidt, Andrew Miller. I sold them at their peak when they were going for a lot more stubs during the stub sale. I always planned on doing these collections, but I always knew that the cards are going to drop down in price. I will be able to get them back, and some of them may even get downgraded. Of course, some of them could get upgraded, like Cody Bellinger, for example. I sold him when he was at like 17K, and then I just recently bought him back for this collection when he was like 30,000 or 28,000 subs. So yeah, here and there I lost some, but all in all, I was able to build up my team throughout the year with not spending too much money and getting a good Signature Series team, and then finally now able to finish these collections. But I'm still not done. After I quick sold all the golds and the diamonds, there's still something to be done. I have a lot of silver cards that are locked in for these collections, and I don't need any silver cards at this point. I mean, if I'm going to use a silver in an event, I'll just go ahead and purchase them off the market once again and use them. I'm not going to just stock these cards up in the inventory. If I've already collected all these cards, I just don't see the reasoning behind that. If you are a person that wants to keep all the cards that you get, go for it. I know some people that are like that they don't want to get rid of any cards and exchange them or sell them. Once they lock in the cards, they're just good in their binder. They're stuck there. That's perfectly fine as well. But like I said, once again, the only reason why I'm doing this is to get some of these packs, to get some stubs back, to get some good content out for you guys. I want to mix it up. I want to get you guys some pack openings with a variety of cards. I recently pulled some diamonds in a pack opening, and I haven't done that in a little bit. So, and that also helped me out with this live series collection. But anyway, I think it's important to kind of maximize your binder and go through the inventory, exchanging, selling, and really just taking some time to do that. I think it took me right around an hour of time, right around an hour's time frame to lock in all these cards, purchase the ones I needed to off the market, and that was about half of the collection. So if you have the stubs and you're just worried about putting the time into kind of just buying the cards and going through your inventory and selling them all, it really doesn't take as much time as you would think. It is a little bit tedious, but nonetheless it's worth it. I mean, I was able to get some of the best cards in the game today just by playing the game the last couple days when this new program came out, and I'm pretty sure those cards have already dropped significantly in price. Here I was able to get a couple good gold cards. Roberto Osuna, Hyunjin Ryu, Michael Brantley was one that I think recently got an upgrade as well. A couple good cards. There's a second one. That's kind of weird. But then I also got a diamond pack right here. I didn't realize I had this, but I kind of just went through to see which one was selling for the most, and Evan Longoria, it makes sense. He doesn't have a Signature Series card yet or anything, doesn't have a better version of his card. And then this diamond pack. I had a diamond equipment pack. I went ahead and opened it, and then I didn't know who to take or which thing to take, so I had most of the items in there already. I went ahead and took that one because it was going for like 600 more stubs than the other. But let's go ahead and get back into the market to see what those cards are going for. I mean, 200K already, 221, 228, and I sold that card for 450,000 just a few hours ago. So that's how the program missions work with dailies and resetting the missions. That's why everybody is able to get those cards a lot easier now. But that will be the team right there. The lineup is subject to change a little bit. I'll move some guys around here and there. I will be looking to get that Bob Gibson and replacing Verlander or Adam Wainwright. The other guys are pretty much locked in my rotation. I really like using Kershaw, Nolan Ryan, and Madbug. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the Willie Mays collection video, and have a great night. Peace out.